Hi, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Peter Blum. I'm a hypnotherapist and a musician, and I've been working with story and narrative for a number of years with both myself and my friends and clients. I'd like to talk to you about the importance of story. Now, story is a word that we have in our vocabulary, and everyone who's grown up had stories, and along the way, we had maybe people told us bedtime stories when we were little children, or we had story hour in school, or stories were read to us. So the idea of fictitious stories about heroes and heroines, and Little Red Riding Hood and Jack and the Beanstalk, classic tales, Aesop's fables. These are all stories that many of us grew up with, as well as more modern tales of Tolkien and C.S. Lewis and Aladdin and the Disney Little Mermaid and Frozen, all these things, depending on your age group. So there are stories that surround us. And also, there are stories that are told in our families and amongst our friends as we get older. Our whole conversations with the outside world and with ourselves take the form of narrative, of stories. They follow a logical sequence. When we sit down at the dinner table with our family, they say, well, what did you do today? And one person tells a story of their day to the other people. And so we are thinking and relating and communicating all the time in terms of stories. Stories run like a weave through our lives, a weave of stories, and they're very, very important. And examining the stories that we tell over and over again, the stories that live on in our lives, that help to shape our beliefs and opinions, is very worthwhile and can be extremely helpful in personal growth and in change, and examining the stories that we carry that are helpful and empowering, and those that are limiting and disempowering. So, along this course of examining stories, change your story, change your life could be the one way of thinking of this. It's fascinating work, uncovering the layers of story that we live and that we carry in our minds and in our lives. It's quite extraordinary. So I'm looking forward to posting some more questions, posing some more questions for you, giving you some exercises, things you can think about to understand your stories better and how to change them.